Hello, Lance97 here. Last time I talked about a lightning system in HS2 Studio. It leaves the problem that if the characters are in a situation with light map baking, with a lot of light probes and indirect light, there always gonna be a NeckSeam line like this. Or this. Or this one. This line, like this. Now why this happens is because the HS2 characters, they have their head and their body in separate meshes. Like this. If I select the head, it's gonna show the light probe that contribute to its color information. Now this head is in the space, and here, if I select the body, it's gonna calculate its color by another 4 light probes. That's why their colors are different. Now how do we solve this? The Unity has an option on every mesh renderer that is anchor override. If we put one same joint into the anchor override of the two objects, they two gonna use the same node transformation to calculate the light probe colors to make them unified in color. If I select this head and drag the heap node into its anchor override, see, its color is changed. Before that, it is using this 4 light probe to calculate the color, and now it is using this joint to be the center. Use it to calculate the colors from these 4 light probes. And if we do the same thing to the body, drag the heap joint to its anchor override, it's gonna use the same heap joint to calculate the colors. And in that way, the NeckSeam line is gone. And we can do it in the same way for in HS2 girls. And we need a tool. Here it is. The LightProbe NeckSeam Fixer by Lance97. I made this tool with Google AI. Again, Google AI, amazing tool. Let me show you how to use it. If your map is a light map, baking map, you select your character, which has a NeckSeam line, like this. You click single on. Now it's fixed. If I select this, one, there's a NeckSeam line, single on, it's fixed. And select this girl. See this line? Very obvious line. Single on. The line is gone. It's fixed. And there's a batch button. Global on and global off. You can change all the characters, both boys and girls. For all 3 of them. Now there's 3 buttons here. What are they? They are waist, head, and kokan. Kokan is a Japanese word, means the private part between the legs. It's a joint at the middle center of a body. And this waist is it is using the hip joint, also we can call it it is the CFJ as a CFJ heap joint. It is at each belly button of each character. So what are they and why do I leave a function here? Sometimes we may take a photo, take a screenshot that is very close to our character's head, like a portrait. So in this situation, we need the lighting on the face as accurate as possible. It's better to use the head part to be the anchor of this character. If I turn it on, I would like to use the head part. But sometimes we need to take a half body shot like this, above the waist, like bust up shot. And in this situation, we need the anchor might be good at the center of the top half body. So I would choose the waist. So its lightning is gonna change a little different. And if we take a full shot, I would like to use the Hotkey as the anchor. So it will calculate the full body part as a color source. And if I drag it to here, it's gonna be some oblivious. The three buttons will change the colors on it. You can tweak this by yourself. It's not very complicated. Just use different anchors to calculate the colors. And here's a button for English version. And you can search this plugin by light. You can find it, and you can search by probe, neck, or seam, or fixer, or you can search my name. It's recommended by Google, cause Google told me to set up the plugin name like this way, to divide each word by a space. In that way, in F1 menu, it's gonna be very easy to find this plugin, and you can set up the hotkey. The default is LeftCltr and L. And let me load another scene to say something. The scene is a very old scene of mine. I made a comic called The Fallen of Air Dance Fighter Fiona in 2024. I have to handle a bit on the character, otherwise it's not illegal on YouTube. Every time I open up this scene, I have to change the costume, or it will have bugs. Okay. At that time, I don't know anything about LightProbe, lightmap baking, or I don't even know how to use the Hammond's I don't even know how to use the Hammond's graphics plugin, but I still finished the story. There was a thing called the GI global illumination. It's the only thing I can tweak at that time, and I think this is all the buttons I need to know. But actually not. Actually, this map, the colors in this map is almost fixed because it is using all the fixed kind of light map baking. I still don't know what is the color in this map. It's kind of a fixed intensity light, or maybe light map baking. But I tried very hard to use that ICGI, something called that, to use that to tweak the colors in this. It don't give too much response, but that is the only thing I know. And I learned a lot till today, and till I know the light map baking, then I can solve a lot of problems today. Here is the second series of that Fallen of Iron Fighter, a comic. It's nearly about 70,000 word story and about 1,800 pages 3D comic. Now it's just waiting for the baked light map to fill in the colors, and can tweak the depth of field here, something like that. You can see here it got a very big NeckSeam line here, right? It's a very big NeckSeam line. Here, and if I use my plugin here, and I choose this character, I can't know, maybe this one, yes. Just one click, and the line is gone. Let's see it again. One click, the line is gone, and the color is beautiful. See? It's the difference. There's a very big line here. One click, it's gone. And in this situation, it's a portrait. I used this screenshot as a cover of my second series comic. So in this situation, when I turn it on, the color changed a lot on this face. If I don't want that, I can turn to use the head anchor to override the body. Because in this screenshot, we don't see much of the body. We only concentrated on the head. That's the reason why I created this function here. Okay, you can, if you use a long shot, we can maybe use the Kokan is more accurate in color. But if you use like this portrait shot, use the head, the color is more accurate. The color on the face is more accurate because it will collect information from the props around his head. It's more accurate. That's why the function is here. Okay. Maybe we need some anti-aliasing for this one. And boost some resolution. Yeah, this one really make it nice. And when you render, you can make the resolution about 32K, like the crazy Hanman graphics stuff. 32K shadow map. It's really good like this one. Is she beautiful? Okay, thanks for watching. So here's the plugin, LightProbe NeckSeam Fixer by Last97. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.